What is the missing ingredient for the Charlotte Hornets to be real contenders in the East? And what should the Golden State Warriors do with James Wiseman as he gets ready to come back off of injury? And finally, how you are going to get paid to watch this one. Let's get it.
This is Enough Said Sports.
Guys, I hope all is well in your world. It is all well here at Enough Said Sports as we come to you with another NBA preview and prediction video here on YouTube. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day or your evening to support us here on YouTube. Really appreciate that. If you like this sort of content, like these kinds of picks, please join us on Patreon. It is the first link in the description box below. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports and get all of our NBA exclusive picks for just $20 a month. It's a great value. You're going to make that back in one night. We went undefeated last night. We had a great run, hit the parlay of the day as well. That will also be on our Patreon. Join us over there and get yourself paid even more money to watch these games. Really appreciate the support and thank you. Need that love and support over there as well. So let's talk about a matchup that's going to be coming on this evening. It's going to be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Golden State Warriors there in San Francisco. The spread in this one is Golden State is favored by 6, and the total in this one is 226. So let's talk about these Charlotte Hornets first. Off to a really surprising start for them. I don't think anybody really expected them to be formidable this year. Very good at all, really. And they've come out like gangbusters. So they're off to a really hot early start. They're 5-3. Probably should be about 5-2 or 6-2 instead of 5-3, but nevertheless, they're doing a really good job, especially considering what expectations were. They're young. They got Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball and Gordon Hayward. So they got some weapons on this team. And I really like this team in general in the way that they play. I think Miles Bridges is a budding superstar. I think LaMelo Ball is also a budding superstar. And I think Gordon Hayward is a very good complementary basketball player to those two. And they really got something cooking in Charlotte. And it's just really good to see after they've been struggling for over the past several years. See them be in a position to be contending. Now, what is the one missing link to making the Charlotte Hornets between making the Charlotte Hornets become a true contender? That's going to be on the defensive end. I've been noticing it on film. They don't play any defense. And at the end of the day, if you don't play defense, you can't win big. You can make the playoffs, but you're not going to be able to win big. And they really got to get LaMelo Ball especially, and really the whole entire team to play better defense. If they can start playing some better defense, then they would be a serious contender in the Eastern Conference, and I think that is, in fact, their missing link. On the other side, the Golden State Warriors off to a tremendous start, surprising start for most people. I think we all thought they would be pretty good. But to be 6-1 at this point in the season already is really impressive, especially considering that Klay Thompson is coming back pretty soon here, hopefully in the next month or so. He'll be back on the floor, and this team is just clicking on all cylinders right now and playing really well. I've been really impressed with the way that they've been playing, other than the turnovers. They would be undefeated, no doubt, if they just would quit turning the ball over. And they've had some near misses and some really close games because of those turnovers. But they've also shown that when they don't turn the ball over, they'll run you out of the gym as well. So I really like this team with the addition of Andre Iguodala coming back. I love Bielitsa down low there. He was a great addition. Otto Porter and then Gary Payton II. This team is really coming together. They move the ball a la the old Golden State Warriors from years past. They just do everything right. Steph Curry leading the charge, the most unselfish superstar in the NBA, and it shows in his play, shows in the way that he trusts his teammates, and it's really impressive. Now, what should the Golden State Warriors do with James Wiseman? Now, me personally, it'll be interesting to see. I guess I allow him to come back and see how he gels with the team. You got some time yet to the trade deadline, but I would definitely bring him back and see if he's grown at all. Last year he was pretty raw, but that's to be expected. He's a young kid. You can tell that there's a lot of talent there, but he just is a little bit lost, and especially on the defensive end. And just like I said earlier about the Charlotte Hornets, defense wins championships, and you really need your big guy, especially that's going to be giving you rim protection to be able to defend the pick and roll and things of that nature. And last year, James Wiseman could not do that. Now, I'd give him about 10, 15 games. If I couldn't gel him into the system, I'd go ahead and trade him. And if I couldn't get any, veteran players to add to the mix, then I would just take some draft picks and move on, because this team is poised to really do some special things this year. And you definitely don't want, the addition of James Wiseman to hurt this team on the defensive end. He really struggled last year, so it'll be interesting to see if he's actually grown any in the offseason and things of that nature. I know he's coming off of an injury there. Now, as for the betting aspect of this basketball game, as I mentioned, we went undefeated last night. It's our first unbeaten night of this NBA season. Feels really, really good. Definitely progressing, definitely getting better each and every day. So really excited about this contest as well. This one is a little bit tricky because it comes down really to one thing. Are the Golden State Warriors going to turn the basketball over or not? That's always a tough one because they tend to either not turn it over at all, much at all, or they end up turning it over way, way, way too much and allowing, teams with inferior talent to hang around and cause them problem. Now, in this particular case, I believe being that Golden State's had a couple days here to rest, a couple days to practice, things of that nature, I expect them to be very, very sharp. They looked really good last time out. I expect them to be really sharp here as well. Charlotte having to come all the way across country, and quite frankly, no shade towards Charlotte. They're just not on the level of this Golden State team. So if this Golden State team doesn't turn the basketball over, even if they shoot it poorly, they're going to cover these 6 points. So I'm going to take Golden State to cover the 6. So Golden State -6. Let's take Golden State on the money line as well. We're going to stay off the total. I do have a lean. If I did lean somewhere, it will be over on the total, but I'm not saying bet that yet. I am putting the final pieces of the puzzle together as far as these totals, and starting on this Friday, we will start betting the totals and hopefully continuing to have some good momentum and success with those, just as we have with the spread. So let's take Golden State tonight, -6, Golden State on the money line. And guys, Hornets fans, what do you think? Do you think that, as constructed, do you think you can be a real contender in the East? Golden State Warriors fans, what should we do with James Wiseman? What are we're going to trade him? We're going to keep him? What should we do? And finally, guys, let me know what you think about the pick itself. Really, again, I really appreciate it. And if you, like I said earlier, if you like this sort of content, please join us on Patreon. Really appreciate all the support. Click that first link in the description box. Become a true fan of Enough Said Sports. Thanks, guys, and have a wonderful and successful and great Wednesday. We're going to try to run the table again, so let's get it done. Thanks, guys.